Thank you for joining day 6 of my 2-week virtual home buying seminar. Today, we will be discussing how to create a property wish list. The first step with creating your property wish list is to write down all of your must-haves. Be sure to write down what type of home you desire, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, if you'd want a basement or no basement, a garage or no garage, and if you do want a garage, how many car stalls would you prefer? You also want to consider square footage. How much space do you need for you and your family? You'll also want to consider the location of your property. Is it in an area that you desire? Does it have all of the amenities that you would want to have in a convenient location? Is it close to transportation? Is it close to shopping? These are things you would want to write down on your must-have list. If you have children, you'll also want to write down your desired school district. When you're looking for a home, you don't necessarily have to worry about the cabinet color or the flooring type because these are things that can be changed. But if this is something that you cannot afford to do right away, you can also add these items to your must-have list. For example, if you don't prefer to have white cabinets, you can most definitely put the type of cabinet that you desire on your wish list. You may have to compromise when you actually start looking for a home, but it's a good starting point to have all of the things that you would desire in your home on your wish list. Once you start searching for a home, you'll be able to see what homes in your budget have to offer. And if there are some items that aren't on your wish list, you can most definitely adjust your list accordingly. At this point, you'll want to consider what is actually a necessity and what you will be willing to compromise on. So let's dig a little deeper into this. There are some items that you may not be able to compromise on. For example, if you need a 3-bedroom home because of the size of your family, those are things that will stay on your must-have list. But if you go into a home with the desire of having wood floors and it doesn't offer that, that doesn't mean that you won't be able to change them later. So maybe we can move this item on your list from necessity to compromise. Your compromise list should include items that you desire in your home, but you may not necessarily be able to have them right away. For example, if your desire is to have granite countertops, but you see a home that you truly love and it doesn't have those granite countertops, add that to your compromise list because granite countertops can be added later. Your necessity list should include items that you must have in your home. For example, if you must have a basement or if you must have a 2-car garage, you should add that to your must-have necessity list. This is important because it will save time with searching for properties. You won't waste your time looking at properties that have less than a 2-car garage or doesn't have a basement. Next, you'll want to decide what type of property will work best for you. Maybe you're single and would prefer to have a condo or a townhouse. Maybe you have a growing family and prefer a single-family home. Or maybe you want to become a landlord and you live in one of the spaces and your tenant pays for the other space. Whatever home type you desire, you want to be sure that it suits your needs. Lastly, you'll want to decide if you're ready to manage the upkeep of your new property. Owning a property does take some work. And if you aren't ready to maintain the upkeep of your property, can you afford to hire a service to assist you with those items? All of these things are items that you'll want to consider when you're writing your must-have list. If you have a partner or a spouse that will be purchasing with you, sit down together and review items that both of you must have in your new home. Next, put together a necessity and compromise list. If there are things that you want in your home that your partner doesn't necessarily want, discuss adding that to the compromise list. And then you can come together and decide on what will work best for you and your family while you're doing your home search. Of course, your realtor can assist you if you need help with getting your must-have list started. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Tomorrow, we will be reviewing expected fees when buying your home. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Also, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Kalila Adams CEO. I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.